Get things underway with the first break of the match.
And he's hit them well, and it's just not happening for him at the moment.
He's definitely the player that hasn't yet had a chance to warm up. He hasn't done a lot wrong. It's not like he's been making potting errors. He's just been frozen away on the table in the first match. A bit unlucky that as well, the way that cue ball ended up in the pocket.
This is again, it's a good opportunity. They've just, you see Russell just pointing there. He's just got to. Sorry, Alex was pointing. Russell's just got to run through for take the red that is at the bottom of the two stuck together into the corner.
It's obviously a degree of embarrassment as to how the last match was lost, but let's not detract from the quality of play from both pairs in the last match. Russ and Alex did start off well. That's what they've got to channel. Very good clearance in the first frame of the last match. We'll have to start off in a similar vein.
And the key shot to this one is about to come up now. He's got to obviously avoid the two yellows, get to the right hand side of the table, but he's also got to make sure he leaves the good angle. Needs a bounce, and that's as good as he could have played it. That's perfect.
See Alex doing what players sometimes do in Scotch doubles frames where you're not allowed to confer. You kind of go round and line up where you'd play the next shot just to remind your partner. Here it's obviously allowed. You can talk, do whatever you like as long as you don't exceed the time limit.
Alex has played that nicely, and he's left Russell the perfect angle to just stun up. And yet again, John and Jaiden are on the end of a reverse dish on their opening break. Or are they?
Wow, Russ's face tells the story there. You may be able to see the thin edge of the red, but he's gone far too far for the potting angle.
Yeah, and you see on the overhead there, Russell had such a big margin to land in. He'll consider that a very poor shot.
Especially as that's normally his strong suit, keeping good control of the cue ball.
So if Alex can go from the top rail, he may be able to hit the red and he'll go in off the yellow. If he can connect right. You see, looking, if he gets a full hit on the red, it can go off the yellow.
Well, that's a foul because you can make contact with the cushion after you've made contact with the object ball. The white hit a few cushions, nothing made contact after. So, good opening chance this for the Roes. Not perfect because that red and yellow are close together, but once the ball's potted bottom left, that will open up the pocket for the other yellow.
Not sure on that first shot from John for his son there. John could have left that a lot easier for Jaiden. I'm not sure if he's playing a game of killer.
Yeah, it was almost the exact opposite of what he was trying to do. He talked about how he's likely to want to leave as good position as possible. Time did the opposite. So, a chance for redemption both in this frame and in the wider context of the night for Russ Burgess, if we can find this red to the top right corner. And normally a very reliable potter, but that time the red goes missing.
I'm just wondering if Russell's not got that last match out of his system and mistakes are happening. So can John leave his son a little bit better? And looking at that, may have left him straight again.
I think for Russ, probably some sense of embarrassment that he's making life difficult for Alex. Maybe that's just creeping in. Yeah, what's the contact like here if he hits this yellow?
Just lost the cue ball a little bit, and John may use his experience and just pull back a little bit here.
Playing a shot where he bumps this yellow towards the corner pocket. plays a snooker. That's a sensible percentage shot.
Key shot. It's not too bad, but just where the red's gone, it's sort of give them a shot at a bit of a shot to nothing. You can play the yellow to the left centre, or you can play the plant.
The score's tied at 0-0 in this match, but you feel like this is actually a pretty big frame now. 6 minutes taken to play the first part of it.
This is a big shot.
Right now, neither of the teams can buy a frame.
No, but he's played it with a good element of safety. The way he's played that and the pace, he's made sure he's got the cue ball safe. We're going to see something special from Russell. It's a hit, but now then. I think they just need a frame to get the night going for the Rose, and it's a good opportunity. Cue ball needs to stay away from the rail. It's just the little things that still should get it, but you want to try and make the finishes as easy as possible.
So, big shot here for Jaiden Roe. Effectively, this ball for the frame. And he finds it. That will help settle him down. And his dad does the business with the 8-ball. So after 7.5 minutes, first frame finally decided in favour of John and Jaiden Roe.
That's another cruncher.
There's no question that they just need to get a quick frame on the board. They don't need to get caught up in another long tactical battle here. It's a good break. It's got the balls fairly open.
She's opted to go reds, and the key bit of this finish is, where does the 8-ball go? Because I don't think it passes to the bottom left, so the decision he has to make is, does he land on a double for the 8-ball, or try to leave an angle at some point to bring it out? It's just the wrong side of the red to the right centre. So may have to reroute. It's okay.
This is sometimes what doubles is about. Ross is a great player and clearly the more experienced of the two, but he's struggled to find his feet in a couple of occasions tonight. A chance for his partner to help him out, to get the frame on the board, get them back into this match.
He looks a steady 𝗟𝗏𝗘, and she's considering tracking the cue ball into that yellow, but doesn't give him the angle to bring off the 8-ball, I don't believe. So that's the part, and this is the decision. That has he got the angle to to top into the 8-ball to bring it off the side rail and take it into the bottom right. It may also go naturally anyway. There he goes.
So I'm loading at the side there just to slightly change the angle of the ball to make sure we got clearly away from the 8-ball. It does pot, and that's exactly what this pairing needed. Been a hard attritional match so far. 11 minutes taken to play the first 2 frames. That under 23 field always has high quality players. It's a real breeding ground for stars of the future. Star of the current though breaks off. 2012 world champion Jaiden Roe sees the 8-ball head towards the middle pocket, but just deflected at the last minute.
Yeah, you see, most balls ended up. Was the 8-ball going in? So the hard thing here, you want to be reds, but the opening shot's not easy.
Some good plant from Russ in the first frame of our previous match.
Because he'd potted the plant thin, the reds have just tied up at the top rail, so I think we'll see Russ pull back here. And Yellow's are well in control of this frame, and John's just got to decide on whether he wants to attack now or just sort of run the clock down and then nick the frame.
These 20-minute matches can get away from you very quickly in terms of the frame time. One slow frame like the first one of this match. The next frame, assuming we get there, will be back to Scotch doubles. Looks like this frame may take a bit of time, so if whoever wins it, it's going to be quite big.
Yeah, and you don't really want to be getting into a tactical affair with Russell, so there might be a point even now where John decides that he's got to go, because he's only got to play one developing shot, and he's got which is the yellow that's on the top bottom rail. So he's handed the table over to Russ, and
You would expect there would be time to play more than one frame, but this is already starting to have the feel of a deciding frame about it.
and looks like he's deciding to attack. Presume the red goes on the bottom rail.
Yeah, it suits him to take this ball. It's obviously a more difficult pot, but it's the ball that he needs to remove. Decided to play in a positive way. I think he can just see the ball to the top left corner still.
It's huge if he's on it.
Well, if he's not, he's in trouble. And we've seen issues with the time already. He has still got an extension to use in this frame.
He may be able to go cushion first. Didn't play it with too much pace, but he's played it in a way where he's left the cue ball with no easy pot for John. So this is thin. Because of that, he lost the cue ball.
And now this is the chance for Ross Burgess. You can see what John thinks of that. It's not really got going, have they, the Roes? Feels like they just haven't managed to find the fluency. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and that's that shot clock.
Well, that's a collector's item from a player of Russ Burgess's quality.
Ref's just checking to see if the cue ball was moving, I think.
Wow, that was a strange one, wasn't it? Everything went wrong.
We're looking to see if Russell double hit the cue ball as it struck the red. It's a big point of the match here as well. 1-1, 3 minutes 59 to go. So we're looking. Yes, he's double hit the cue ball, as you see.
Well, that really did go all wrong for Russ Burgess. That was just out of control. I don't think he quite knew what he'd done. He would for sure have called a foul if he'd have been certain. So, ball in hand for John Roe. It was already a promising position, but much easier now. He can bring the cue ball down this end after the ball along the bottom rail.
It's a great spot by referee 𝗟𝗩𝗘𝗃𝗲𝗍. Credit where credit's due. We missed it in the commentary box.
Well, it's just everything happened so quickly there, didn't it? You just assuming that Russ was going to be in such a good position with ball in hand, and then the time just got away from him. It all just turned into a blur for everyone.
It's just all gone wrong for Russell and Cameron. Everything, every type of mistake they can make, they're making. You see John just working his route out. Just needs to make sure and doesn't want to leave too much of an angle here, so he's straight. Wanted to try and get up the table a little bit more than what he's going to be. He's just forced it, manipulated the pocket on the pot and forced the cue ball up the table.
Not sure anyone's going to feel very relaxed out there right now, but this will certainly help John and Jaiden Roe to settle into the match. Although that wasn't a difficult clearance, it was one that felt like it had added pressure on it because of the way it had started.
It does, but he's lost the cue ball and it's stayed on the table but gone in the pocket. It nearly left the bed of the table.
Slight difference in penalty if it had left the bed of the table. So here, just a regular in-off, so cue ball in hand anywhere behind the break line. Had it gone clean off the table onto the floor, it would have been cue ball in hand anywhere on the table. Sometimes that makes a difference, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends where the balls are.
And this is where the experience for John, who's been in this situation before, is just going to use the clock and just guide his son through.
It's very big, that in-off. Not so much because it sets up the clearance. I mean, as it happens, it's actually quite a presentable clearance. But what it does is it just sets up a chance to waste some time at the table.
No time to talk.
I think they've pretty much resigned themselves to the fact they're not going to complete this clearance. They just want to pot 2 or 3 more balls, just make sure they've used up enough time. So John's just going to play this because it guarantees that he can leave an easy pot for Jaiden. I think he's going to say to him to just take his time, don't overcomplicate this, just use the full 15 seconds, then play that ball and leave some kind of shot at the ball to the right centre.
Oh, it's huge. Foul, but Russell's still on his chair. Needs to hurry up.
Oh, there's a lot going on in this match, isn't there? The referee's had a busy night already.
See, Alex is straight down. He's aware, but
There is time. Oh, that's the time.
there is, if they can play some stun shots. They want the cue ball travelling.
Roll this ball in the middle.
No, he
Oh,
can't.
don't come round, Ross. There isn't time for this. Just got to play the shot. Oh,
That's not
we're going to
bad.
run out of time now.
Yeah, that cue ball
Just got to
travelling.
roll this in. Come on, run round, Alex. Could there be time? Oh, well, we're not going to find out. Well, that was a strange match, wasn't it? A lot of semi-controversial moments in terms of querying whether things were fouls or not. In the end, John and Jaiden Roe are going to be very relieved to get the job done in that match. They stay in contention. They are now level with the other partnerships that have won their first frame. It's 3 partnerships now on 2. Russ, Burgess and Alex Cameron are out of it. When we come back, we'll see the 2 winners from the first 2 matches in action. Join us shortly.